Saugus TV Sports presents the Game of the Week.
Welcome in, everyone, here to Parcher Field, here just beside Kazabowski Arena, here for today's softball game. It is the Saugus Sachems taking on the Winthrop Vikings. You see Saugus on the field, and Winthrop is going to come up to bat for the top of the first. Coming up, Nick Graffeo alongside Clark today. We are going to be doing today's game. Saugus is 1-1 on the year. After dropping the last game on the road. And now we're going to have our first batter of the ball game for Winthrop. And that's Hurt. Hurt is the batter. Sophia McCarrier is the starting pitcher for Saugus. The pitch. Ball one, and we are on the way here today. It's the second pitch. Swings and misses, 1-1 to count. The pitch. That is Dow over at short. Over there to Morello in time to get her. And that's out number one. Nice play there by Angelina Dow at short. And now Gonzalez will be the hitter. Swings and misses, strike one. And that's a ball outside. And it gets away. Lily Ventry behind home plate. Pitch. Ball in the dirt. Here's the pitch. Over there to third, over to first. In time. That's 2 outs. That was DeMonte. Over to Morello. For the second out. Boncourt will be the hitter. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. That's ball 1. The pitch. Strike 1, 1-1. To Boncourt. The pitch. 2-1 to count. The pitch. That is popped. Making the catch is Chanka and right. That ends the inning. Saugus coming up. We are back here at Parcher for the bottom of the first. Now Saugus is going to come up the bat for this bottom half of the inning. Ari Chanka will be the leadoff hitter. Chanka at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Fouls it off, strike 1. The pitch. Swings and misses, strike 2. The pitch, strike 3. That's out number 1. Alana DeWong will be the next hitter. That's a ball now to Alana. DeMonte waits on deck. Here's the pitch now to DeWong. Alana in there, base hit into left. She's gonna stop right there. That's gonna be a single for Alana DeWong. And now DeMonte. The pitch. That's a ball to DeMonte. The pitch. That's a strike. Now the DeMonte, that's 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That is on the line by foul ball. Strike two, 2-2 to count. Here's the pitch now. DeMonte over to second. Bobbles it. Safe at first base and at second. First and second out for Saugus. And now up for Lily Ventry. With runners at first and second. We got DeMonte at first. And DeWong at second. Lily Ventry at the plate. Now let's see what Lily has in store for her first at bat. That's a ball now to Lily. A pitch. That's a strike now to Lily. 1-1. Two and one now to Ventry. Here's the pitch now to Ventry. Check swing. I believe it's 2-2. Now to Ventry. Ventry gets through, base hit. Here comes DeWong, rounding home. Run scores. Sachems lead 1-0. Big hit by Lily Ventry. And now here comes the pinch runner. And that's going to be Katie Hashem to pinch run. And now for Sophia McCarrier. The pitch. Strike one. It's a pitch. That's a ball now to McCarrier. 1-1. Here's the pitch. 2-1. First and second now for Saugus. Hashem taking over for Ventry on Bates running is at first. And DeMonte at second. That's fouled off. Two balls, two strikes. Now to McCarrier. Here's the pitch. Strike three. And now Shenna will be the hitter. That's a strike. The pitch. Ball up high. The pitch. That gets into the dirt. DeMonte will go to third. And Hashem will go to second. The pitch. That's a ball. 1-0 Sachems here in the bottom of the first. after a big hit by Lily Ventry that scored a run. Shenna that bobbles it, run scores, and it's 2-0. Runners at the corners at first and third. And now Morello will be the next hitter. Here's the pitch. Morello pops it. It's going to drop, base hit. Here comes one. And it's 3-0 Saugus. And now Hannah DeWong. First and second now for Saugus. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Here's the pitch. That's the ball now to Hannah DeWong. Dow waits on deck. That's a foul ball. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. That's a ball inside. 2-2 the count. First and second now for Saugus on the base runners. Strike three call. And that will end the inning, but Saugus will get 3 on the board. 3-0 Saugus at the 1. Well, we're back here for the top of the second inning as the infielders are meeting up at the mound, and now they're ready to go for the top of the second. 3-0 Saugus. And now we're going to have our next batter now for the Vikings. Androsano will be the hitter. Strike one. McCary on the mound for her second inning of work. That's a ball. The pitch. And it's a ball low. And that's the ball now. The pitch, up high, ball 4. Runner on now for Winthrop. will be the hitter. Number 3 for the Vikings. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball. Here's the pitch. Knee hooks, and that's going to drop base hit now for the Vikings. Runners are now going to second and third. And they're going to stay put there, as that's a double for knee. And that's going to be the first hit now for the Vikings. Morangi will be the hitter. Ball 1, the tag, safe at third. That's Layla DeMonte at third base, number 15. One of the new incomers for Saugus. It's a pitch. That's grounded. Stroud at second over the first. What a play there to get the first out. One out. And the run scores is 3-1. That's ball 1. Whitehead is the hitter. Pops it and hits off the light pole. That's strike 1. And here's the pitch. Strike 3. And that's out number 2. Rosado will be the hitter. With 2 outs here in the inning. Ball 1. 3-1 Saugus. It's a 2-point game. 2-run game. That's in the dirt. Runner now at third for the Vikings. The pitch. That's a strike. It's the pitch. That's a strike. Strike 2. Leave us 2-2. It's a pitch. Strike 3. That ends the inning. But one run will score from Winthrop, and it's 3-1. Saugus coming up. Welcome back here to Parcher Field. Angelina Dow to lay it off for Saugus. Bottom second we have arrived at. Here's the pitch. That's a strike to Dow. The pitch. Dow pops it up, foul. And it goes into the crowd. The pitch. And that's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Dow. And it's the pitch. 2-2 to count to Dow. It's a pitch. Full count, 3-2. The pitch. Ball 4. Dow goes to first. And now brings it up to back to the top of the order now to Arichanka. Ball 1 to Chanka. So Julia Stroud is going to be the flex player. That means she does not get to bat, but she can play the field. So Saugus brings it back to the top of the order now. And that goes to left. And caught. And that's out number 1. Alana DeWong will be the hitter. One out here. Pitch. That is through. Base hit for Alana. Her second hit of the day. Runners at first and second for Saugus. And now here comes Layla DeMonte. That's a ball to DeMonte. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. That's a strike to DeMonte. Ventry waits on deck for her second at bat. The pitch. DeMonte, high pop up. And that is caught at short for the second out. Lily Ventry will step in. She had a single her first time up. And now her second at bat. Let's see what that could bring. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. But the runners are not going to advance. That's a ball. 1-0. Now at the Ventry. The pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ball in the dirt. Now they're going to advance. Goal to third. Safe at third base. And safe at second. Second and third. Second and third. Now for Saugus as the runners advance at base. Here's the pitch now to Ventry. That's ball 4. Lilly will take a walk. And now here comes Bruno, number 29. Pinch running. Here comes McCarrier. McCarrier with the bases loaded. Bases loaded, 2 outs. McCarrier up at the batter's box. McCarrier to third. The ball drops. Run scores. 4-1. Here comes Shanna. Bases loaded for the second time. The pitch. That's the strike. The pitch. That's fouled off. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. That's a ball inside. Here's a pitch. Swings and misses. And that will conclude inning number 2. But Saugus gets 1. It's 4-1 after 2. Top 3 we go. Outfield ready, but they're a little bit to the right. Ball 1. As this inning gets underway. Fabiano will be the hitter. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. The pitch. That's a ball pie. 3 balls, no strikes. It's a pitch. That's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. Ball 4. And a runner on now for Winthrop. And now the outfield will move back to their normal positions. A throw attempt by Ventry as runner is at first. Hurt is the hitter. The pitch. Swings and misses. That's a strike. The pitch. Swings and misses, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. 2-2. Full count. The pitch. Ball 4. First and second now for the Vikings. Gonzalez will be the next hitter. And here comes a meeting at the mound. A 4-1 Saugus against the Vikings. Here in the top of the third. The carrier's ready. Boncourt will be the next hitter. It's a pitch. Boncourt. To short, to third. Got 1. 1 out now. Indrisano will be the hitter. Boncourt now is the hitter. That was Gonzalez that got out the last time. And now Boncourt is up. Here's the pitch. That's swings and misses. It's pitch. That goes to second. Stroud bobbles it. And it gets away from Morello. Run scores. And it's 4-2. Runners at the corners now for Winthrop. And now here comes Indrisano. Fouls it off the screen. That's strike 1 now to Indriano. Here's the base hit through, and that scores 1. Runner coming around. Number 2 will come across, and it's tied up at 4. Indrisano with a double. that brought in 2 runs for Winthrop. And that evens the score up at 4-4. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses, strike 1. Knee is the hitter. That's grounded foul. The pitch. That gets away, and it's going. Runner goes to third. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. That goes to Morello over to Strout. For the out. Run scores. And it's 5-4 Winthrop. The pitch. That's popped up, but foul. Saugus down by 1. The pitch. And that's a strike. The pitch. Strike 3, and that ends the inning. Saugus coming up in the bottom half. And it's 5-4 Winthrop. Welcome back here to Parcher Fields. As Alexa Morello will step in for Saugus. And El Morello will step into the batter's box to get this half inning underway. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Up high for a ball, 1-1. The pitch. Morello to short, to first. That's the first out. And now here comes Hannah DeWong. Here's the pitch. As the ball to DeWong. The pitch. As a strike to Hannah. The pitch. Up high. That's a ball. The pitch. And that is caught. That's second. That's out number 2. Here comes Dow. Steps out for a ball. And Angelina has a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Up high. For a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Here to Dow. The pitch. Strike 1. 3-1. That's ball 4. Dow is on for Saugus. And now they'll bring up Chanka. Chanka pops it. And it's going to land in foul territory. Strike 1 now to Chanka. That's a ball. The pitch. That's a strike. One ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. 2-2 to count. That's a confirmed count. It's the pitch. Ball 3. Full count. The count is full. Here's the pitch now to Chanka. Strike 3 right down the middle. That will end the inning. Nothing doing for Saugus in that half inning. We'll head to the 4th. We are back here at Parcher Field for the start of the fourth. Saugus still remains trailing by 1, 5-4. Nothing has changed since the last inning. Last top inning. That was the last time the score changed. Nothing happened for Saugus in the last half inning, so we'll be up for Winthrop now for this top inning. Here in the top of the fourth. That's fouled off as Whitehead steps in. Facing McCarrier. Here's the pitch. That's the ball. And that's the ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a count. Here's the pitch. That's popped, and watch it right over there on the other side. That's going to go into the crowd. Two strikes. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses. First strike, 3. 1 out. Rosado is the hitter. It's a pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Or 2 strikes. 2 straight strikes in those first 2 pitches. And now that's a ball. 1 and 2 now. It's a 1-2 pitch. That gets away. And that's going to be 2 and 2. Outfield is over to the left a little bit as the shift is on. The pitch. Ball 4. Runner on at first for the Winthrop Vikings. And now here comes Fabiano. The pitch. A bunt attempt. And that's going to roll foul. Strike 1. The pitch. Swings and misses. 0-2. Here's the pitch. 1-2. Swings and misses, strike 3, and that's 2 outs. And now they'll bring it up to the top of the order in Hertz. Grounds it to third. DeMonte way over there to Morello in time to make the inning, to end the inning. Saugus coming up in the bottom half of the fourth. Still 5-4.
Go in the hole.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on, six. Here we go. Six. Come on.
Making my way up. That's fouled off. As I'm back here at Parcher Field. Run around at first as single by Alana DeWong. Alana goes to second to take. She's safe. DeMonte is the hitter. And Ventry's right after. 1-1. The pitch. Oh. And a hitter. First and second out for Saugus. And now Ventry. Lilly will be the hitter. Now let's see on this hit. There's a bat. It's a strike now to Lily Ventry. That's a ball, and that gets away. Runners advance. Second and third. DeMonte on at second. And DeWong on at third. It's the pitch. Ventry gets through left field base hit. Here comes one. Here comes two. So the Sachems lead 6-5. That's the third hit by Lily Ventry today. And now here comes Hashem. Up. And it looks like Riley Bruno will be the pinch runner for the time going. Bruno will now take over for Lily Ventry. Here comes Macaria, will be the next hitter. Ventry with 3 big hits in her 3 at-bats. She's doing it for 2 reasons. One of her family members and a couple of her family members down in Florida. A bunt attempt now for Macaria. That's a strike. 1-1 account to Macaria. Two and 1. Bottom 4 here at Parcher. Here's the pitch. 1-2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's a foul tip. And that's an out. One out. Now here comes Shenna. A bunt attempt. That's a foul ball. Morello waits on deck. The pitch. And that gets away. The tag, she's out. Bruno is out. Two outs, 1-1 to count. As they got the runner out. Here's the pitch. As a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Strike 3. That ends the inning. But 2 runs come in to score. Saugus have rallied back to lead at 6-5 after 4.
Oh, and since like when you grip something,
Yeah.
that's what you get your hands cold. That's what I always do.
You warm it up?
Getting blood back in my hands. Doesn't matter.
Welcome back here to Parcher Field as we approach the top of the 5th. And the top of the 5th starts now. And Hertz will be the hitter to lead off this inning. That's a ball. And that's a ball. 2-0. Pitch. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. As a strike. And that's ball 4. Runner on for the Vikings. Gonzalez will be the next hitter. Or Boncourt. Boncourt will be the hitter. As that was number 7, Gonzalez is on at first base for ball 4. Now Boncourt will be the hitter. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. And here's the pitch from McCarrier. Ball gets away, and the runner will go to second. And double play. Got them both. First and third. What a play there. That was huge.
Hey, straight away. Close the gap a little bit, NJ. Came that way yesterday by you in the gap.
That's a ball. Double play. First this year.
First and third.
What a spectacular play that was. Got them both. Here's the pitch. Pops it. And that's going to go foul. And that's going to be a strike. Not just softball's playing today. Girls lacrosse is playing at Sereno. Paul has that game. And that's a strike. And we're going to say happy birthday to our main camera guy, Anthony Moschella. It's his birthday today. And that's the reason why Clark and I are doing the game today. That ends the inning. What an inning by the Saugus Sachems. Saugus coming up the bat. 6-5 Saugus. Welcome back here to Parcher Field. Bottom of the 5th starts now. Bottom 5 we are at. Alexa Morello will be the hitter. Morello at the plate. Here's a pitch. That's strike 1. The pitch. Check swing. Did not go. That's a ball. The pitch. That's fouled off the pole. One ball, 2 strikes. The one ball was off of a check swing. The pitch. Strike 3. That's 1 out. Hannah DeWong will step in. That's a strike. And it looks like Almquist will be going to the bench for the next batter. Maria Silva will be on deck. DeWong pops it. And it's caught in right field, and that's out number 2. And now we get to see the first look today by Maria Silva. Let's see what she has in store for us today in her first at bat. First one to come off the bench. Silva steps in. Here's the pitch. That's a strike to Maria. Ari Chanka weighing on deck. Fouled off. That's only if the inning does stay alive. Ari Chanka's on deck. Strike 1 now to Silva. The pitch. Silva pops it. That drops. Base hit. Inning continues. That's a double for Maria. Stand-up double for Maria Silva. Big hit for her in her first at bat today. Angelina Dow will take over for the base running. Ari Chanka will be the hitter. Chanka at the plate. Chanka pops it. That's going to go foul into the crowd. Strike 1. Dow on at second. Here's the pitch. Chanka fouls it off. The pitch. And that's a ball now to Chanka. One and one. The pitch. That might have been 1-2, but that's strike three. That ends the inning. Nothing doing for Saugus in that inning. 6-5, Saugus. After 5 innings. Welcome back here to Parcher for the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th inning we go. And that is lined. Caught by Shenna and Senna. Danica got the out there in center. That's out number 1 for Winthrop. And that was off the batted knee. Morangi will be the hitter. That's grounded. Down to first. Off the scoop. 2 outs. 2 outs here. Whitehead the hitter. The pitch. A bunt attempt, and that's going to be foul. Right over by the batter's, right by the batter's plate. Home plate. So that's strike 1 on the play. Here's the pitch. Swings and misses, strike 2. But the ball did hop off. Strike 2 regardless. 0-2. The pitch. Grounds it. Strout to first. In time. To end that. And now we will head to the bottom half of the 6th. That's coming up.
I'm not reaching that on it.
Thank you.
Bottom 6 here from Parcher. And that starts now. Alana DeWong will lead off for Saugus. Saugus with the lead, 6-5. DeWong at the plate. That's a strike. DeWong had a handful of hits in this ball game. It's a pitch. That's a ball. Now to Alana. It's a pitch. DeWong pops it. That's going to go way high, and that's going to go foul, but caught by a fan. And that's a strike. One ball, two strikes. And that's going to be the count to Alana DeWong. Strike three, right down the middle. That's going to be out number one. Layla DeMonte will be the hitter. Strike one. 0-1 now to DeMonte. That's a ball. 1-1. Here's the pitch. DeMonte. And caught. That will be out number two. And Ventry will step in. It's a pitch. That's a ball to Lily. Ventry at the plate. That's a ball down low. 2 balls, no strikes to Ventry. Three 0. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Ventry fouls it off to the screen. 3-1. She is looking for the pitch. The pitch. Ball 4. Lily will have a walk. And now Ventry on at first base. Macaria will step in. Ventry on at first. And that will be a ball. 1 ball. And that's a strike. Ventry going to second to tag. She's out. And that will end the inning. We will head to the top of the 7th. And that is coming up. Welcome back here for the top of the 7th. I believe this is the inning that Saugus only need 3 outs. That's a strike. And number 4, that will be Folland, will be the hitter. The pitch. That's fouled off. This is a 1 out of the 2 from the Winthrop bench. The pitch. And that's a strikeout. Strike 3. That ends the inning. One out. That's a strikeout. Pops it. Ventry. Gonna get that, but that's gonna go foul. That's strike 1. A strikeout by Winthrop that made it 1 out. And that's where we are. 1 strike. And it's going to be on Fabiano. Grounded, went off of McCarrier. Over on the hands it, safe. And here comes Cole Tronquist. A meeting at the mound. Runner on at first base for Winthrop. 6-5 game. 1 out here in the inning. Hertz will be the hitter. Here's the pitch now to Hertz. That's a strike. That is number 1 at the plate. Here's the pitch. That gets away. Runner going to second. The sun is all the way to the outfield right now, and the shade is slowly making its way to the outfield. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch, grounds it. Over to third, the tag, she's out. There's 2 outs to go here. 1 more for Saugus. Runner at first. Gonzalez is the hitter. The pitch, that's a ball. Here's the pitch now to Gonzalez. It's 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's a ball in the dirt. 3-0. Now to Gonzalez. That's a strike. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now to Gonzalez. That's ball 4. Gonzalez is on. First and second now for Saugus. 2 outs. The pitch. That's a strike. As Boncourt will be the hitter. The pitch. That's caught by DeMonte, and that ends it. She caught it, and then she tagged the base right after. What an ending. Layla DeMonte. Six to 5 your final score today. Saugus rally back from trailing 4-3 to win 5-4. Well, 5-4 they were trailing, and then they came back to win 6-5. But they'll wrap it up from Parcher Field as the girls are making their way to the outfield for their victory. Meet up until our next game, which is next week. We got a pretty interesting week next week with some games. Until we get there, have a great weekend, everyone. From Parcher Field, Clark, Nick Graffeo saying good night from Parcher Field and Saugus TV. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching.